Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to Geek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Who is this?
Big Bucket.
Big Buckus. Walter Payton, it's the man. Finds Cole Kmet wide open. Touchdown Bears. Let's go. Who is this?
Georgia.
Nice throw, Jay Field. Think I can fit in as like a water boy for the Panthers or something? I'm not talking about get on the field, It's picked off. Picked off in the end zone by Kyler Gordon. Let's go. Put some respect on Kyler Gordon's name. And as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.
Hey, what is going on, Chicago Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another live stream right here on Geek on the Mic. This is a breaking news live stream right here on the podcast as the Chicago Bears, Ryan Poles, are making some late night trades in Chicago as they have traded a 2024 fifth round pick to the Buffalo Bills in exchange for offensive lineman Ryan Bates. If you guys remember, last year in free agency in 2020, I think it was 2023 or 2022, the Bears actually attempted to acquire Bates in March of 2022, trying to sign him to the restricted free agent to a 4-year offer sheet. But if you guys remember, the Buffalo Bills actually matched that offer sheet. Ryan Bates, a little bit about Ryan Bates. He's 27, has appeared in 73 regular season games with 19 starts through 5 seasons in Buffalo. He has also played in 9 playoff games during his career with 4 starts. He is a Penn State product, went undrafted in 2019, the 6'4", 302 pounder, signed with the Eagles in May before being traded to the Bills in August. To me, Bears fans, this is a massive upgrade for the Chicago Bears. I absolutely love this move, being aggressive, trying to beef up the Chicago Bears offensive line. Rather you keep quarterback Justin Fields or you go out and get a new quarterback in Caleb Williams. This is a big time move for the Chicago Bears offensive line. Let's go ahead and see some reactions in the chat. We have Relentless Mikey in the chat saying, first, LOL, what's up, man? What's going on with you? Thank you so much for joining me for this quick little breaking news podcast. We have Young Zell in the chat. What's going on, Young Zell? He says, we was waiting on the other Bears trade. Yes, we are waiting on the trade for either Justin Fields or the number 1 overall pick, but this is breaking news for the Chicago Bears. They have traded the 2024 fifth round pick for offensive lineman Ryan Bates. Obviously, like I said, last offseason, the start of free agency, Ryan Poles absolutely loved Ryan Bates from the Buffalo Bills. He gets a deal done to beef up the offensive line. I'll say this again. This is an upgrade for the Chicago Bears offensive line. He does play the guard position. So that means Nate Davis or Tevin Jenkins is in trouble because this guy's going to come in and beef up this offensive line right away. Definitely a huge time trade for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. The news just broke a couple of minutes ago, so I wanted to hop on a live stream. Yeah, Ryan Bates is a really, really good. I think he may have some versatility playing the center position, but I think most of the time he does play that guard position. I think for Buffalo, he played that right guard spot, so maybe it's a replacement for Nate Davis, which to me kind of sucks as well, because if you think about it, Nate Davis was just signed last offseason to a 3-year, $30 million contract. So this is crazy. This is a big-time trade for Ryan Poles. Let's go ahead and go in the chat. Let's see what people are thinking. JC says, smart move by Poles yet again. Draft is very top-heavy. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you can beef up the offensive line, it's absolutely big-time move for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. Someone said, is he any good? Yes, he is very good. I think this is an upgrade for the Chicago Bears offensive line. He definitely fits that mold that what Ryan Poles is looking for as offensive lineman. And once again, Ryan Poles put in a 4-year offer sheet last offseason, right? But the Buffalo Bills matched it. So Ryan Poles had his eyes set, and we get him for a 5th round pick. And I think it's a very good compensation to give up for a player like Ryan Bates. We have Lou Lachat said, nice trade to start us off. Yeah, very good move to start off the offseason. Once again, whenever you can beef up this offensive line and help your quarterback stay upright, it's huge. We still need a center. I'm not sure if he has that center versatility. Someone says, I think he plays center and guard. I think he does have that versatility. We'll see. But what I know is that most of his snaps were at guard. Most of his snaps were at guard. We can actually take a look. I'll do some more research. Obviously, this is just breaking news live stream that I wanted to come on here and share with you guys. The Bears do send a 5th round pick to the Buffalo Bills. in exchange for Ryan Bates. I actually was really upset when last year when Ryan Poles signed him to a 4-year offer sheet and then the Buffalo Bills matched it. I was like, oh no, because I was really excited to bring him in to Chicago, but obviously the Buffalo Bills matched the offer sheet. It showed you how they felt about Ryan Bates. But this is a big time move for Ryan Poles. Someone says in the chat, fake news. Frogman, no, this is not fake news. This will become official at the start of the new league year, March 13th. Ryan Bates will become a Chicago Bear for only a 5th round pick. Some more information on Ryan Bates. It says Bates made his first career start in week 4 of the 2021 season and started the team's last 5 games, including 2 playoff contests. In 2022, he started all 17 games he appeared in, including 2 playoff contests in 2020. In 2023, he appeared in all 17 of Buffalo regular season games and both of the Bills playoff games. So this is a guy that has massive experience playing multiple different positions on the offensive line. Obviously, he has playoff experience playing for the Buffalo Bills. This is much needed upgrade for the Chicago Bears offensive line. And worst comes to worst, you had a competition with Nate Davis, right? You let them battle it out. And guess what? That means you also have really good depth on the offensive line as well, whoever wins out that battle. And I think Ryan Bates can definitely beat out Nate Davis for that right guard spot and really upgrade this Bears offensive line. Someone said, dang, now only 5 picks left. Yeah, so we did give up a 2024 5th round pick, which means we only have 5 picks left in the 2024 NFL draft. So now Ryan Poles got to be creative and see how he can get some more draft picks. Maybe this basically guarantees that we'll probably trade down for number 9 overall pick to gain some more draft picks. But I think this is definitely worth it. Once again, I think Ryan Bates is an outstanding player for the Chicago Bears. And I love the aggressiveness by the Chicago Bears to improve the offensive line. He's always trying to improve the offensive line. This is breaking news here for the Chicago Bears. And we're beefing up the offensive line. It doesn't matter if you get Caleb Williams or you keep Justin Fields. You have to make sure the offensive line is set up. So absolutely love this move. Go ahead and interact with me. How you guys feeling about this trade? Make sure you give a grade in the chat. What grade do you give this trade by Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears? I absolutely love it. I give this trade an A for Ryan Poles. Obviously, he loved Ryan Bates last season. Missed out on him last season, offseason when the Buffalo Bills matched that offer sheet. He gets this guy this year. She didn't take a nap, so she's taking a nap now. Yeah, she skipped her nap today. I'm about to wake her up after this, though. Only like almost an hour. So we're going in at Jerome Munoz gets a B-. We see some B+ in there. Someone says, I think they're keeping Justin Fields. Very well could be true. We do not know quite yet what Ryan Poles is doing, but this obviously is a big-time move for the offensive line. If I had to guess, Bears fans, if I had to guess the starting lineup now for the Chicago Bears offensive line, I think it's going to be Braxton Jones at left tackle. You have Tevin Jenkins, still a big question mark at the center position, maybe a rookie or maybe you sign someone in free agency for the center. I think Ryan Bates will be your starting right guard, and obviously Darnell Wright will be your right tackle. I think it's an A grade for Ryan Poles. I absolutely love this move by the Chicago Bears. I really do. Yeah, let me see real quick to see what positions he's actually played. Give you guys some information. Like I said, I came on here. I was actually taking a nap on my couch when this news broke. So let's go ahead and take a look at what positions he plays. So it says last season, it looks like he took most of his snaps at the center position last season, but I do know he has experience playing right guard as well. Obviously last year his overall PFF grade was a 78.7. He had a 70.8 pass blocking grade and a 77.2 run blocking grade. So overall, I would say a pretty good offensive lineman. I still think this is an upgrade for the Chicago Bears. We have Antoine Jackson in the chat. I appreciate you, Keek. I appreciate you guys as well. I wanted to try to try switching things up and bringing you guys this breaking news on a live stream. I know I don't usually do this often, but I had the opportunity. I was actually home. So I wanted to take this opportunity to bring you guys this news live and just interact with you guys for a little bit. Someone said we need more draft picks. Yes, we do. We need more draft picks. Someone said, appreciate you, brother. Been waiting on new news. Yeah, absolutely. We've been talking about the same stuff over and over and over again about the quarterback, the number 1 overall pick, Justin Fields, Caleb Williams. This is good to have some news. I think the next big news is going to be Jalen Johnson. So we're just got to wait and see. So, like I said, I'm not sure how you guys feel about this move. I feel like I love it. Right. They said the Bears on Monday bolstered their offensive line by agreeing to terms on a trade with Bills that brings offensive lineman Ryan Bates to Chicago in exchange for a 2024 5th-round pick. Once again, the trade cannot become official until the new league year begins at 3 p.m. Central Time, Wednesday, March 13th. And after Bates passes a physical, once again, he's only 27 years old. He's appeared in 73 regular season games with 19 starts through 5 seasons in Buffalo. He's also played in 9 playoff games during his career with 4 starts. He's 6'4", 302 pounds. So it's the ideal size, athleticism, all that good stuff, what Ryan Poles is looking for in his offensive lineman. But once again, just like someone mentioned, we did give away a 2024 5th-round pick. We only had 6 draft picks going into this draft. So now the Bears are left with only 5 draft picks going into the 2024 NFL draft. So we're going to have to definitely figure some things out to get some more draft picks. Nano CBD says Poles is a genius. He is keeping everyone on their toes. Absolutely. No one even knew that Ryan Poles was making this happen, right? Trying to bolster his offensive line through trade value, right? And this is massive trade value, right? You're getting Ryan Bates, I feel like a solid starting guard or starting offensive lineman in the National Football League for only a 5th-round pick. I think it's a massive move by Ryan Poles on the Bears. Going through the comment section, go ahead and continue to interact with me. He said, I've heard the Giants are about to make a massive trade that will change the draft order. Yeah, maybe so. I think the Giants are interested in moving up within maybe the top 3 picks. I know there's been reports saying they are definitely done with Daniel Jones. So I think they're trying to upgrade the quarterback position. Joe Ramirez says, did you know Darnell Mooney denied a 3-year contract extension with the Bears? Yeah, I just heard about that today. It's absolutely insane. I think Darnell Mooney was trying to bet on himself, but it didn't pan out for him. So hopefully things work out for him. David Cummins said, thanks, Keek. Good move by Ryan Poles. Yes, definitely a good move by Ryan Poles. We have Brandon Campbell in the chat. So, Keek, do you think Poles still getting Joe Olufashanu from Penn State? I think that would be a massive move, right? If you're able to get Joe Olufashanu, I think you were able to complete this offensive line and really make a brick wall for who's ever playing the quarterback position for the Chicago Bears. So it's definitely a move worth looking at, right, in the NFL draft. But first things first, Ryan Poles and Chicago Bears need to figure out how to get some more draft picks. We got Chicago Sports Talk Michael in the chat says, not the trade we were looking for. Everybody's waiting on the Justin Fields situation. Yeah. And obviously this is a big curveball by Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. No one was expecting him to trade for an offensive lineman after the combine. Everyone was thinking that this was going to be about the number 1 overall pick or Justin Fields being traded to the Steelers or the Raiders or something like that. Right. So this is definitely a curveball by Ryan Poles. Yeah. Darnell Mooney was, they offered him $10 million a year, 3 years, $30 million, which would have been good contract for Darnell Mooney. But once again, I think he bet on himself and things didn't work out. So it happens sometimes like that. Nano CBD says, when will Ryan Poles sign JJ? Yeah, I know I believe tomorrow is the last day you can franchise tag, I believe. So I believe that Jalen Johnson will be franchise tagged and then he'll have until July to work out a long-term deal. If he can't work out a long-term deal, then Jalen Johnson will be playing on the franchise tag next season, which seems like it's likely. Someone said, do you think the Bears are drafting Caleb? Yeah, it looks like that right now. There's no guarantee right now, but all the reports and everything where it's heading, I think it seems like the Bears are going to draft Caleb Williams and trade Justin Fields. And maybe this is why they made a move like this, to make sure the offensive line is built up for their brand new quarterback. Or maybe this move insinuates that they're keeping Justin Fields and they're trying to continue to build around Justin Fields. So it just depends. This can definitely go either way. But once again, I feel like this is a massive move. for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. Ryan Bates, like I said, I loved him last year when Ryan Poles was trying to bring him into Chicago. I was really bummed when the Buffalo Bills matched our offer sheet, our 4-year offer sheet. And you have to imagine that this is an upgrade from Nate Davis, because if we would have got Ryan Bates would have been our starting right guard, right? Ryan Bates would have been our starting right guard. And Nate Davis was basically just a backup plan when Ryan Bates' situation failed Ryan Poles. So you got to look at it like that. Someone said, I think they should be building around Justin Fields. Yep, that's definitely an opinion. Someone said, Caleb has a really nice tape. I can't even lie. Yeah, he does. He definitely has talent. JC says Alt. Yeah, Joe Alt would be really nice at left tackle for the Bears. You get Joe Alt, and then you have Darnell Wright on the right side. It would be crazy. Blue Wave says, hats off to those of us that said Fields was gone early last season. The writing was on the wall already. And when Fields threw the coaches along with the fans, O-line receivers under the bus, done. Yeah, definitely an opinion. Tiff says, is this O-line good? Yeah. I think he has a lot of experience. Once again, he's had 17 career starts, played in 73 games, has position versatility, right guard, center. Obviously, Ryan Poles is really high on Ryan Bates last season as well, like I keep repeating. But I think this is definitely a good move. Definitely bolsters the Chicago Bears offensive line. I definitely love it. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I was really pleased to see this news. When the Bears only give up a 5th round pick, the only negative side about this is that now the Bears only have 5 picks in the 2024 NFL draft, with still many holes on this roster. I know he has some experience playing the center position. I'm not sure if they made that trade to be their new center. We're going to have to wait and see, but I do know that he has some experience. Someone even said, after trading for Ryan Bates, these are the 2024 draft picks for the Bears. Obviously, they have those 2 first-round picks and number 1 and number 9. They have a 3rd-round pick and pick number 75, and they also have 2 4th-round picks at pick number 111 and number 123. So basically, they currently don't have picks in rounds 5 through 7. So no picks right now in rounds 5 through 7. So I do expect Ryan Poles to trade down and get more picks, because 5 picks is not going to be enough to address the other holes that we have on this roster. And I think, like I said, I think this solidifies that Ryan Poles will trade down from that number 9 overall pick, right? Because at the end of the day, you need draft capital. You need more picks. We have a lot of holes to fill. So Ryan Poles can need way more than 5 picks in the 2024 NFL draft. Someone on Twitter, I'm reading Twitter comments about Ryan Bates, and someone said the Bears are busy building the roster around the current starting quarterback. It could be. This definitely could be a move to keep Justin Fields, right? We have Young Zell with the super chat. I do appreciate you, Young Zell. Young Zell is the one that has that. He's the one that actually made my intro. He's the voice behind Keek on the Mic intro. So go ahead and give him a follow. He's about to be dropping a new video tomorrow. Definitely a really talented guy. So make sure you go check him out as well. He asked, with Bates able to play center and guard, that's huge. Yeah, position versatility on the offensive line is absolutely huge. He could very well be coming in to be the new center for the Chicago Bears, which I think he hopefully should be an upgrade over the current people that we have playing the center position. So really excited about that. Someone said, do you think the Bears will draft Cedric Van Pran to replace Cody Whitehair? Yeah, I think that definitely be a good move. We do have a 3rd round pick, so I think Van Pran should be floating around there in the 3rd round. If he is there floating around in the 3rd round, I think Cedric Van Pran would be the perfect pick for the Chicago Bears. Someone said Young Zell is killing it. Yes, Young Zell is definitely killing it. Someone said congrats to Young Zell. Yeah, definitely go check out his new song. Go subscribe to his channel for me. Go subscribe to Young Zell. That would mean the world to me. Once again, he has done a lot for the channel. He is the voice behind my intro that everyone really loves. So make sure you go show Young Zell some love. Someone said, please pass that physical. Yeah, that would be our luck that we trade the 5th round pick and then, he doesn't pass the physical. That means Ryan Poles will be 0 for 2 trying to get Ryan Bates to be a Chicago Bear. Once again, Ryan Poles has been in love with Ryan Bates for the longest time. Ryan Poles is probably the happiest GM right now that he was able to get him for a 5th round pick. And that's how you have to kind of look at this, right? We gave up a fifth round pick. There's going to be no one better than Ryan Bates, right? In the fifth round in the 2024 NFL draft. The guy that can come in and help this offensive line right away, in my opinion. Someone else says, who is your number one player you want to get in free agency except for JJ? I think Daniil Hunter is definitely on my mind a lot. I think if we're gonna make a big swing, I think that will probably be our big swing. I think we need to get someone to pair alongside Montez Sweat. I'm just getting more pass rush. I think now Christian Wilkins is available. I'm from the Miami Dolphins, not tagging him. I think that would also be a big time signing. Finally getting someone in there to be that three technique for Ryan Poles. Matt Eberflus's defense would be huge as well. Bears fans, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you always just hit the subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the like button of this live stream as well. Show me some love for bringing you guys some breaking news right here on Kicking the Mic. This is something I'm going to try to do more often if I have the time. We have 306 people watching. Obviously, I appreciate every single one of you guys, but if you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for me as well, and share this podcast with every single Bears fan that you know. We have Nano CBD says, keep wearing the Be Great shirt. Cap says, we have to strive for greatness. Let's go. Yes, be great. This is a shirt from Brian Shaw. He's a four-time world's strongest man. He's a legend. He's a guy that I look after. I have all his shirts, but this is one of my favorite shirts is Be Great. And it's time for the Chicago Bears to be great. Someone said we should go after Brian Burns. Brian Burns would also be good, depending on how much he cost. Someone said, do you think Poles is going to trade Nate Davis? No, I think this is just going to be an open competition. I think the more competition on this offensive line, the better. I think Ryan Bates, with his position versatility, he may have a chance to play center. I think he will compete at right guard with Nate Davis as well. So yeah, I don't think we're going to trade Nate Davis. I think at the end of the day, even if Nate Davis does beat out Ryan Bates, it's just going to be good depth for the Chicago Bears offensive line as well. He could surprise us though. Like I said, no one saw this coming from Ryan Poles, right? No one in the world saw this coming that Ryan Poles was going to make this move tonight, right? Ryan Poles loves making moves at night. Like obviously, I live in California. I think there's like a 2 or 3 hour difference in Chicago. It's almost 9 o'clock, or maybe 9 o'clock in Chicago right now, maybe even pushing 10 o'clock, and he's out there making moves. You know what I mean? So Ryan Poles, man, he never sleeps. He never sleeps. Yeah, someone said no, Bates isn't a backup. Yeah, I don't really picture Ryan Bates coming to Chicago to be a backup. Yeah, someone said it's 8:50 in Chicago. You guys get my point though. Ryan Poles is never sleeping. He's never sleeping. It's only 6:49 here in California. So but Ryan Poles, he never sleeps. Yeah, someone said Tevin Jenkins, and that's the cool thing. Tevin Jenkins can play anything. Now you get another guy, Ryan Bates, just position versatility. When guys go down, especially with Tevin Jenkins' injury history, this is a big move because now Ryan Bates could probably slot into that left guard position as well if Tevin Jenkins gets hurt once again. This is just big. This is just like a big insurance pickup for the Chicago Bears off the line. A guy that has massive experience with a really good Buffalo Bills team as well, right? So. Someone wants to know who would be a candidate for a Bojack replacement. I think if you're going to be looking at the NFL draft, I think we probably will replace him in NFL draft. A guy like Cameron Kitchens, Tyler Nubin out of Minnesota would be really good options. Haven't really looked at the safeties, the free safety position in terms of free agents, right? But I think Ryan Poles will probably try to replace him in the NFL draft. And Tyler Nubin and Cameron Kitchens are two guys that I keep my eyes on. Yeah, Ryan Bates will be a starter for the Chicago Bears. That's my prediction. Yeah, someone said Davis didn't play. Yeah, I don't hold anything against Davis. Davis didn't play because his family matter. I think he's hurt his mom. Yeah, he was going through some stuff last season, and that's totally fine. I expect a big bounce back from Nate Davis. But either way, I think Ryan Bates, if he does have experience playing the center position, he possibly will get a chance to play to be the new Chicago Bears center. So all in all, Bears fans, this is a big time move for the Chicago Bears. It really is. Yeah, someone said Foster Covert says death move. He was a starter in 2022. Bates 950 snaps. Yes. So like I said, massive experience. has played in 73 games. He has 19 to 20 career starts. Like I said, I have no problem with this move whatsoever. The only thing that I'm kind of eerie about is that now we only have 5 draft picks in the 2024 NFL draft. Brandon Kemmel says, what do you think about corner JC Jackson got released from the Patriots? I think it's an expected move. The guy has never been the same ever since he left the Patriots the first time and went to the Los Angeles Chargers, kind of flopped there. Kind of just ruined his momentum. Got that big payday from the Chargers and it kind of started going downhill. So not a surprise to save money. I think the Patriots saved like what, $14 million with that move. So someone asked, who do you think fit as our wide receiver 2 and 3? Oh man, this is a pretty loaded question. I think if for wide receiver 2 or 3, you can probably go out there and get a guy like a Calvin Ridley to pair with a DJ Moore, which I've been seeing Calvin Ridley a lot. And then in the draft, it's loaded in the draft with receivers as well. So Ryan Poles is gonna have a lot of opportunities to upgrade this receiver room, because outside of DJ Moore, we're gonna need a massive upgrade. Once again, I appreciate you guys' engagement. I appreciate all your guys' engagement. Nano CBD says, what about Chris Jones? You want to get him for $30 million a year? That's cheap. Yeah, I guess so. You know, obviously he brings a load of experience. He is on the older side. I think that would definitely be a win now move for the Chicago Bears. So maybe they are interested. Obviously he has that relationship with Ryan Poles dating back to Kansas City. Obviously the Bears have over $80 million in cap space, so they can definitely afford him. So, and obviously Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus have been looking for that 3 technique for the last couple of years now. So we'll definitely have to wait and see. I would be totally fine with Chris Jones. He'd make pairing him with Montez Sweat would be an absolute no-brainer. You know, it's kind of funny because I see, everyone has a difference of opinion on this, but there's people on Twitter right now that are a little bit upset about this move as well. They're like, I don't know why we traded a 5th round pick. But those are usually the same people that were like, I don't know why we traded a 2nd round pick for Montez Sweat. I don't know why we're trading away our draft capital, blah, 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 blah. People are never happy, man. People are never happy. Someone said, who is on your hat? This is actually me. This is one of my older hats. It's just one of my logos. It's just a cutout of my body is one of my logos. Yes. I actually have hats like this that are colored that I give away from time to time. Now, Sweetie says, Keek, 1/3 of NFL players are undrafted free agents. We don't have to trade down. Number 1, Williams. Number 9, Malik Neighbors. And Malik Neighbors drops to number 9. That would be absolutely insane, Nano. I'm not going to lie. Brandon Kimmel says, yeah, people were mad about the Montez Sweat trade. Yeah, they were. And then right when he started balling out, oh, never mind. Never mind. It's okay. We like Montez Sweat. It's like people are never happy, man. Someone says, do you feel that the Bears will draft a running back or sign a running back at free agency? I could definitely see them maybe signing a running back. I keep seeing random reports saying maybe Saquon, right? And I think that would be insane if we added Saquon Barkley, depending on the price, to the Chicago Bears roster. But I feel like usually the Bears always draft a running back as well. Someone said, who is on your hat? It's me. I already answered the question, but this is a me. It's just one of my logos. Once again, I appreciate you guys engaging with me. We had breaking news just 30 minutes ago. The Chicago Bears are trading a 5th round pick to the Buffalo Bills for offensive lineman Ryan Bates. This deal will not become official until March 13th at 3 p.m. Central Time, and also pending the physical from offensive lineman Ryan Bates. Absolutely love this move by the Chicago Bears and Ryan Poles. Jay says, great move. Ryan Bates, very good player. Saquon, too injury prone, too much, not consistent enough. Yeah. Definitely a good assessment on that. Marco Delgado says QB1 ? We got to wait and see. Everyone has an opinion right now. It's looking like Caleb Williams, but no final decision has been made yet. But I know there's a lot of people thinking it's going to be Caleb Williams. Victor Perez says Bates was a great pickup and a steal at 5.4 million cap hit for the next 2 years. Yeah, so he's going to be really cheap for the next 2 years as well. Once again, this is no brainer. Once again, Ryan Poles was targeting Ryan Bates last offseason, right? And he missed, right? The Buffalo Bills valued Ryan Bates and were matched that offer sheet that the Bears had for him, that 4-year offer sheet last year, and Ryan Poles gets his guy. Young Zell says, you still got those KOTM hats for sale. Yes, I have a bunch of KOTM hats. I have a couple of Keek on the Mic shirts as well. If you guys are interested, you guys can always DM me on Instagram. If you're ever interested in rocking some Keek on the Mic merch, I definitely appreciate it. Once again, thank you guys so much for all the engagement on this quick little live stream of breaking news for the Chicago Bears. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Make sure you like this live stream as well. Make sure you share this podcast with every single Bears fan that you know. Once again, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Big time move. What? And I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think this move actually means for someone like what do you guys think this move means for like the quarterback dilemma? Do you think this is them building around Justin Fields, or do you think this is just them preparing for Caleb Williams? Roberto Hernandez, thank you so much for the question. He says, who do you want the Bears to draft in the first round? I know at number 9, I would love a receiver. Personally, I really want Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm still very hopeful that they stick with Justin Fields. If they don't, I would definitely be fine with Caleb Williams as well. But I'm really heavy set on Marvin Harrison Jr. I keeping my eyes on Joe Alt as well. I'd be fine with Roma Dunze, Malik Neighbors, Jackson Powers Johnson. There's a lot of guys that I would love in the first round. Someone says, I think they can get out of Nate Davis contract next year. Yeah, I think that contract was very front loaded. I know it was a 3-year, I think $30 million contract, but I think it was more front loaded. Someone said Caleb Williams and Joe Alt. That would be a crazy tandem, actually. If you're able to get Caleb Williams and Joe Alt, that'd actually be kind of crazy. White Ghost says that move means he's trading down. We have 5 picks now. Yeah, you can trade down from number 1 or you can trade down from number 9. You definitely need more picks though. You're absolutely right. We definitely need more picks though. Yeah, they won't cut Davis this year. Nano CBD says, Keek, your thoughts on drafting Williams and keeping Fields. Can you imagine Williams under center pitching out to Fields, who drops a dot to Dunze for a TD? You're insinuating using Justin Fields as like a Taysom Hill type of player, right? That would be interesting, right? But I think it'd just be too much conflict at the end of the day. I think like I said, I'm fine with drafting Caleb Williams if that's what Ryan Poles wants to do. I'm also fine with them keeping Justin Fields as well. So either way, I think it's going to be a good situation for the Bears. Once again, someone said Caleb is the haul. Definitely could be. Caleb Williams definitely could be the haul. Jay says, keep Fields, build around him, get the haul. If we don't get the haul, we will not get more picks. Right. You're absolutely right. You're definitely going to get more of a haul if you trade down from number 1 compared to number 9. You'll still get a decent haul from trading out of the top 10, right? But it won't be as big as trading away the number 1 overall pick. So you have to just kind of like pick and choose what you want to do. Victor Perez says a veteran at center can be for both JF1 or Caleb Williams. Let's see if Poles has any other free agent signings to bolster the O-line or add weapons like a wide receiver or tight end. Yeah, this move doesn't really, I guess, indicate what they're going to do. But it's good that they are putting some more focus on the offensive line because it definitely needs a little bit more help. Someone said thoughts on the center position, and it needs to be upgraded. I think all Bears fans can agree on this, right? When this is a time where Bears fans are not agreeing on a lot of things, but I think all Bears fans can agree that we cannot neglect it like we've been neglecting it the last couple of off seasons. We can't go into next off season with Lucas Patrick as your starting center or a guy like Sam Mustipher as your starting center, right? We need a massive upgrade. We need a guy that can go in there right away and be a dominant force, because if you are going to pick a guy like Caleb Williams, he needs to be protected properly, right? You don't want him running for his life. You want him to be, I guess, that true pocket passer and be able to be comfortable within the pocket, right? And it's not going to help if you have a center that's just going to be a revolving door every single play, right? So it's a massive need for the Bears. I love the saying when people are like, Ryan Poles is playing chess, not checkers or something like that saying. And he really is, man. The dude is masterful. Like this is a masterful, like he's just like it's good value. It's good value. Even the Buffalo Bills, already posted. The Buffalo Bills said trade. We agreed to terms on a trade that will send O-line Ryan Bates to Chicago for a 5th-round pick in 2024 NFL draft. So on their end, like I said, it's just pending a physical. It'll become official on March 13th to start the new league year. I'm at 3 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, I don't know. Like this is crazy. I'm excited to see free agency next week. I'm excited to see Ryan Poles attack it because we definitely still have a lot of holes to fill. I think Christian Wilkins really will actually be a target for the Bears. I'm actually really excited the Miami Dolphins didn't tag him. Someone said MHJ, we need excitement back in the city. Yeah, MHJ would be electric. Someone says, do you think the Bears would draft Tyler Newman because he's from St. Charles, Illinois, and diehard Bears fan and one of the top safeties? Yeah, if he's there, obviously we don't have a 2nd-round pick, and I think he's going to go in the 2nd round of the NFL draft. He may even be an early 1st-round pick. Who knows? But I definitely think he showed his interest in the combine playing for the Chicago Bears. So I would definitely love to have him. Nano CBD says Mustapher balled out in Baltimore. He definitely didn't ball out in Chicago. So Amu says, as much as Poles values draft capital, do you think this move means he has something big in the works? It definitely could be, right? Because I can't sit back and think that Ryan Poles is comfortable going into the NFL draft with only 5 draft picks, right? And he wants to build through the NFL draft. So I don't think he loves giving away draft capital, but he will be aggressive at times if it means getting a player of Ryan Bates' ability, right? So I love Ryan Poles for being aggressive here. Christian Wilkins would be a good player if not Danielle Hunter. Draft very deep at wide receiver, safety, and center. Yeah, this NFL draft is deep on many positions. Someone asked, did Colts tag Pittman? I'm not sure yet. I don't think they did. I think if they don't tag Pittman, that would also be a good target for the Bears. Someone say, can you imagine Calvin Ridley, DJ Moore, and Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Bears? Yeah, that would be a good 3-headed monster for anyone to throw to, honestly. Brandon Campbell says, is Lucas Patrick still around? Yes, Lucas Patrick is still on the Chicago Bears. I'm not sure what they're going to do with him. I think he's a free agent, though. Tony Jordan said, Ryan Poles said, build through the draft. He consistently keeps trading away draft picks. This draft is deep. We need more than 5 picks. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. Ryan Poles, love the aggressiveness, but I know deep down he's like, man, now I need more picks. Once again, I do appreciate you guys engaging with me. Once again, we have breaking news in Chicago. The Chicago Bears have traded for offensive lineman Ryan Bates, currently of the Buffalo Bills, gave up a 2024 5th-round pick. It will become official on March 13th at 3 p.m. Central Time and pending a physical. Make sure if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you also follow me on all my social media platforms. And also give me a big like on this live stream as well. I definitely appreciate every single one of you guys. Someone said, Keek, if Fields gets traded and balls out, how many of his haters do you think will pretend like they liked him? I don't know. I don't want to address any of the haters. I'm a respectful guy. But I think it will be funny if he does go out there and balls out. What they will have to say at that point. It would actually be interesting. Someone said, great pickup. Yes, definitely a great pickup. Someone said, imagine if Pace is able to draft Jackson Powers Johnson. Wow, the Bears would be set at offensive line. Yeah, absolutely. If we're able to get Jackson Powers Johnson, you at that point, Ryan Poles has done everything in his power to really make this offensive line a unit, a strong unit. My mom says, "Hey, Keek, this is my mom in the chat. Hey, mom, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you. Love you. I have a really strong support system, Bears fans. Obviously starting off with my wife, her allowing me to do these live streams and these podcasts with our daughter, being 18 months old and running around, and obviously my parents, and then my sister, my brother-in-law. I have a really, really, really strong support system. Really appreciative of all of them. Someone said, "Thanks, Keek. I appreciate you guys." Someone said, Davis is good. We now have some depth at the offensive line. Need a draft pick and another free agent. But what a great depth move. Yeah, absolutely. I think he's gonna push to be a starter on this team, though. I think he's gonna push to be a starter on this team for sure. Nanos CBD says, Keek, would you trade 3 times number one round picks for a Josh Allen QB1? Um, it just depends. If you think your team is ready to win now, you would have to consider that, right? I think Josh Allen is one of the top quarterbacks in the National Football League. And if you feel like your team is ready to win now, you probably have to explore it. Dre says, Keek, great job, brother. Johnny Wilson from Florida State with the right coaching and quarterback, either Fields or Williams, and we can still draft MHJ if we trade down just a few spots. Definitely a good plan. Definitely a good plan. Once again, thank you guys so much for engaging with me. I appreciate you guys. Someone said Tevin Jenkins has a concussion every year. Yeah, that's the big thing about Tevin Jenkins. Just can't stay healthy. Someone said, when has Josh Allen ever won the big game? That is true. Every single time he loses to Patrick Mahomes. Nano CBD says, Caleb Williams looked good at the pressure. Yeah, I was really, he looked good. He said all the right things. He has a really good aura about him, really good cockiness, really good swagger about him. Definitely passes the eye test, right? Seems like a really good kid. Blue Wave says Bears are ready to win now. Just need a drafted QB along with Bagent. Caleb Bagent will be good one to punch. I think Bagent has some, I truly think Bagent, could be something special. I'm not saying he's going to be a starter, but possibly could be. Thank you so much, Victor Perez, for the super chat. I really appreciate you. He said, appreciate all your work, insight, knowledge, and objectivity. Man, you're one of my favorites. I do appreciate you guys. I do this stuff for you guys. And I love doing it every single day. I just try my best to stay positive, even through all the negativity at times. But it's people like you that keep me going. So thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Someone said, Keek, would you draft Caleb Williams with the number 1 overall pick? If that's what Ryan Poles wants to do, and I would be fine. Whatever Ryan Poles wants to do, I am totally okay with at this point. If you feel like that's the best move for the long-term success of the Chicago Bears, you go ahead and go for it, right? So someone said, yeah, Tyson Bagent is a starter for the Mexican Football League. That's crazy. Greg B says, Keek, if we drop the QB at number 1, do you think we have to keep the number 9 spot and hope for Neighbors or Dunze to fill that major wide receiver need? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think since it's so deep at the wide receiver position in the NFL draft, you could possibly still trade down, get one of the better edge rushers in Dallas Turner or Jared Verse, and still be able to get a really good wide receiver around 2. So that definitely could be a plan for Ryan Poles, but we have to wait and see. Mikey Mendez says, Keek, what's up, my guy? Now having just 5 picks in this year's draft, Fields is getting traded, and they are trading back with the first overall pick. I wonder how far back they will go. So Mikey Mendez thinks, and I've heard this before, that the Bears may trade Justin Fields and the number 1 overall pick and maybe pick someone else. That would be absolutely insane. I don't really support that, but I've heard it. Keek, I like how you support the players we have until they are not them. Yeah, I support them until they're not Chicago Bears anymore, right? And there's still some instances where I'll still support them even when they leave the franchise. But I'm a fan of the team. So if you're a Chicago Bear, I'm a fan of you. Yeah, Bates isn't a center. He's more of a guard. He has more experience at right guard, but he does have a little bit of experience playing the center position as well. Someone said, we got to trade Justin to the AFC. Yeah, don't trade him in the NFC. Please don't. Someone said, do you think Justin still has a chance of being here? Yeah, nothing has been finalized, right? Justin Fields still has a very good chance of being the Chicago Bears quarterback moving forward. No, Ryan Poles hasn't come out and said anything yet, right? So until Ryan Poles comes out and says, hey, he's gone, or Ian Rappaport says the trade has been finalized, then Justin Fields is still the Bears quarterback. Yeah, someone said, I'm so tired of the QB BS. Yeah, me too. I'm ready for them. I'm ready for them to make a decision for sure. Someone said they are not trading Fields the number one overall pick. I hope not. Once again, Bears fans, I do appreciate all you guys joining me for this quick little breaking news live stream. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Once again, the Chicago Bears make a big time move by trading a 5th round pick in the 2024 NFL draft to the Buffalo Bills for guard Ryan Bates, pending a physical. This deal will become official on March 13th to start a new league year at 3 p.m. Central Time. Once again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the like button of this live stream. Once again, I appreciate every single one of you guys for all the love and support you guys continue to show the channel. But until next time, guys, bear down.